the fire impact fee report, we're doing an update right now as part of our future plans. So let's get, yes,
I have a
ma'am.
question, sorry. I just was hearing some issues with a lot of overtime that's been required. How are we doing as far as what we're paying in overtime versus kind of what the cost benefit would be to add personnel?
The year on overtime, but we're going to be within our personal services line. And so that's kind of a situation that's occurred for us. We have, that's regular. Part of our success is that some other people like our people. So we have an announcement that another department will make soon about a key staff loss for us recently. So in the middle of our organization, we have a lot of fire department is after your 24-hour shift, and I know you know this well, you get told, no, you can't go home. That's called mandatory overtime. We haven't done that. Twofold thing. One is the character of our team. When you get called and said, hey, can you work today? You feel that there's an sense of obligation to both your fire department family and to the citizens to be available. So we have, I believe, a sweet spot of how much staff right now, and we'll continue to analyze that each year. We really think that after stations 22 and 26 point, the point of the slide that I'm up on right now is to say that we're not asking for any additional firefighting staff in 26. You can see that we're adding a station, but that staff is in the Seminole Woods area, just south of Sesame. And right now, over 700 of those are occupied homes. And so what we see from an ISO rating of 2, so we see significant cost, but also a significantly decreased market. If you live within 5 driving miles of a fire station, in Shepherds, which I know some of you do, maybe you have a 9-year-old daughter that likes to do backflips, which just happened at the Berry Hill House, where we had to change insurance companies because of the trampoline. And so we think the ROI just on residential homeowners insurance is north of $40 million a year. For what we're providing, but also market. Maybe you just really believe in the company that insures your home. That's the other side of that process. So we're talking about our staffing level. You can see from the target here, one of the key things is our great partners at 3. Those are all firefighter paramedics, the same as us. We work together, we train together. We have a little bit different fire department problems as a city department and a county department, but we're committed to being great partners. The fact that our call volume has increased dramatically over the last several years to where we're well over 17,000 calls today. Stations 21 and 25 are also seeing that some of the things we used to consider collateral duties are getting tougher and tougher to maintain with shift personnel, and it drives that overtime question a little bit. And so something you will see more to manage, the new Station 22 is significantly bigger than the current Station 22. So, a clerk position that can help participating coming to you in the next budget year. But for staffing, right now we're at 75 FTEs. We're anticipating 76 with 74 of those being sworn firefighter position. And that's specialized work. But over there, Justin and Roger and the team, they say that if it's red, it takes priority. And so they move heaven and earth to keep the fire. Our fleet has really improved over the last years. And with the work together between fire admin and our fleet team, we were off of the board and actually increase our readiness level. So we have 6 frontline engine companies, 3 backup engines, 2 aerials, 1 ladder, 1 tower. You know that they have some challenges based on the fact that for many of our pieces of equipment, they have to fix them outside. But because we have flexibility, depth, and reliability, when we have a situation, just because we designate a piece of equipment a backup doesn't mean it can't go into service frontline when the time calls for. We do have challenges in the apparatus and equipment. We could anticipate delivery 40 months from our commitment. Pretty big commitment for us to wait, almost 4 years. So the ones that are staying are putting some of their more premium things. That's something that's happened. I think that's part of why the line is so long. People are trying to jump in to get the last change. I want to get in while that last motor's there. We're hoping to see stabilization in the next, 4 or 5 years. We still see some supply chain
Hey, Chief, can I jump in here real quick?
Yes, sir. that stop yet.
Okay.
And we won't anticipate that till we get a little further into end of life. And, we're going to start looking at, is this truck got more years in it? Can we put it to backup status for a little while? Is there something that we can do? Or is there an opportunity that comes up? I'm going to tell you about one that's come up recently for us, that we're going to take it, we're seeking to do. Has limitations. The worst truck in our fleet runs out of there. It's the only truck that fits in that station. If we were to park a different truck outside and ISO came to do our evaluation, which we're in the 12 months where our next ISO, so that is being fixed. And so let's talk about where we are. So in fiscal year 24, we received 2 new engines. Plan model, and